Let's go to Chris. He's a Spurs fan. All right, Chris?
Chrissy boy.
Oh, good evening, Jamie. Oh, Jamie, it's hard work supporting Spurs at the minute, isn't it?
It's more than hard work, mate. It's painful.
It is painful. But honestly, I am telling people now, heads have got to roll at Tottenham, right? I mean, I think, look, I've never for the past 10 years or so, been in the anti-Daniel Levy camp. I generally think he has run, from a business perspective, I think he's done tremendously well. But I think clearly he's taken his eye off the ball when it comes to the sporting perspective. I mean, I just really do feel that, look, the recruitment's got to be better. We've got to pay the players more. I mean, if Man City and Newcastle are offering players $350,000 a week, and we're only offering $100,000 a week, they're obviously going to go Man City, Newcastle, United. So clearly that's what we've got to do. What we've got to do. I just think, honestly, I mean, with regards to Big Ange, I wasn't enamoured with him when he first came there. He proved me wrong, so I thought, okay, on merit, he's won me over. But I think, look, he has managed in a Mickey Mouse league, right? The Premier League, this ain't Marwell, this ain't Hibernian, this ain't St Johnston, and all the other,
good teams, St Johnston.
I mean, you see them play.
Yeah, good team.
Honestly, mate, the way they set themselves, it's hard to beat them.
But honestly, this is right. I'm telling him, right. This is the Premier League. This is a different kettle of fish, right? And honestly, if he went tomorrow, we need to get someone like Xabi Alonso, Edin Terzic in. Tell you what, the ball.
Chris, you're not getting Xabi Alonso, mate. You're living in Cuckooland. You just said that Daniel Levy don't spend any money and don't pay the wages. What makes you think you're going to get Xabi Alonso? It ain't going to happen. This is the problem we've got, Chris, is that Ange can't get sacked at the moment because Daniel Levy don't know who to appoint. And you can't have Ryan Mason in charge within the predicament that we're in because we're in such a hole. So he's got to stick with Ange until he finds a replacement who's worthy of taking over the job.
Yeah, but the problem is, you see, look, if a replacement comes in now, we're still 8 points above the drop zone, right? So there's still time to turn it around. The trouble is, I just worry if we get lower and lower in the drop zone, we start being overtaken by Ipswich. That's alarm bells, really.
Sorry, what did you just say?
Well, we may get overtaken by Ipswich this race.
If you're overtaken by Ipswich, you are in a mile. You think now looks bad. If you get overtaken by Ipswich, you're probably in the bottom three.
Chase, listen, I don't think we can get away from the fact that we've got games coming up that I don't think we're going to win.
We ain't. I'm telling you, where are the points coming from? Where are they coming from? Because Brentford, we're going to lose to them. They'll flash it. Brian and Blamer.
He needs some. Yeah, look, Chris. Thanks for your call.
And all seriousness now, right? I know it's bad. You're not going to get relegated, are you?
I don't know, Jace. Like genuinely, I've said it, before about Man United. They might get relegated, and it just doesn't happen, right? But Tottenham have got Brentford, we've got Man United, we've got Ipswich, we've got Man City, and we've got Bournemouth. They're our next 5 Premier League games. I can't see us getting anything from any of them games.
No, you beat Ipswich, mate.
They're away from home.
In the bottom 3.
That's my worry, Jace.
No, it can't happen, mate.
Why can't it happen? Why can't it happen? Leicester won the Premier League, everyone said it couldn't happen. Why can't Spurs get relegated? Spurs can get relegated, Jace. We can get relegated. And as soon as Daniel Levy fixes up and realises that Tottenham can get relegated, there's no rule in place that says that they can't go down. Right. He needs to pull his finger out sharpish, sign 3 or 4 players very quickly who can make a difference to the team,
right?
And have a look at what we're doing with the manager.
I'm going to throw this out there now, right? This is to West Ham, Arsenal and Chelsea fans. Do you want Spurs to get relegated, right? Because actually I don't.
What do you mean?
I don't, because...
Come on, mate, you'd love it.
No. Do you know what? If it happens, I would, but I don't want... Because those nights against Spurs, we've got you in about 6 weeks' time, 7:45, night game at Stamford Bridge.
2nd of April.
Let me tell you now, right? There aren't many teams under the lights I'd rather play than Spurs. Those nights are electric.
Yeah, I know.
And you don't get many of them in the Premier League. For me, under the lights...
I know, but that's you love it because you win all the time. So it's great for you. So
No, but
Come on, mate. A West Ham fan would love it if Tottenham went down. They would. Everyone would love it.
Right. I'm on record now. As funny as it would be, and it would be very funny, I don't want Spurs to go down because there aren't that many great games. When you think about the Premier League and the atmosphere against certain teams, there aren't that many. There ain't. I'm sorry, there is not. And this is no disrespect to Brentford. There's no disrespect to Fulham or even QPR when we play them. Let me tell you now, under the lights, a London derby, Spurs at home, there is some I don't want that to go. I don't want that to go. If you go down, it's, then fair enough, and I will laugh at you.
Well, at least we win a trophy. We might win a championship. I tell you what, it'd be good fun.
Via the playoffs? You won't even win the major one, will you? You got by the. No, but serious question to
Fill
Arsenal.
the cabinet, mate, with a championship.
Who's he? Fill the cabinet. Oh, fill the cabinet. So I'm asking now: Arsenal, West Ham, and Spurs. They're the big games in London, right?
Yeah.
Arsenal, West Ham, Chelsea. They're the games.
I know what the answer is to every single one of them.
Well, from me, I don't want Spurs to go down.
Yeah, but that's because you like the mockery of it. That's why.
No, but those games are. But those. You can't have the Premier League full of, and this is no disrespect.
Well, I bet Newcastle fans don't care about Sunderland coming up. I bet they want to keep them down where they are.
I know, but they've only got one. It's like
I know, mate, but
But Newcastle, they're a one club city, aren't they? Do you know what I mean? It's like there's only one team in. They've got rivalry. This is fierce. This is like. West Ham fan. Okay, I'm throwing it out there. West Ham.
Well, let's ask a Chelsea fan. Theo's phoned us up. Right, Theo?
Hi, boys. Good to hear from you. Hear from me? Sorry.
You phoned us.
I'm calling in. I know. Sorry about that, boys. Just got back from the side, so bit of this way. Anyway, I'm here to just voice my opinion and actually ask you boys a question because Sanchez has been used so much, but do you think that at this point Maresca's trying to maybe prove a point as look, directors, you've given me these players to play with. There's only so much I can do with, not so good players. And, you see some of the players in that squad like Felix, Jurgensen, and even Nkunku. It's like, these are some really, really top players, but why are they not getting the minutes? And also, why is Sanchez still being used?
Okay. So what's the question? Are you asking me why Sanchez is still in goal?
Partly, yeah.
Okay. What's the alternative?
Well, give the backup the
Jorgensen.
we got from Villarreal. Yeah.
Right.
You need to give him a run of game, surely, don't you think?
Okay. Look. So I personally now feel that Sanchez needs to be taken out the firing line. The mistake against Wolves for the equaliser last weekend, it made it 1-1 when Doherty scored, and the mistake he made for their second goal. These are glaring, basic goalkeeping errors. I can forgive him with the ball at his feet because it's not his day job, and giving the ball away with your feet, goalkeepers can do it if it's not your number one skill set. What I'm struggling with now, and I think he is his decision making, whether he catches or punches, whether he comes or stays. Yeah. That's now starting to become an issue, and they are now becoming so expensive. They could potentially be game-changing decisions that he's making.
Yeah.
But the truth is, Theo, that the only other option is Jorgensen. We've sent out Petrovic on loan. Kepa's out on loan. I don't know what the situation is. From what I understand, those two keepers can't come back from their loan. So he's got two choices. When you drop a goalkeeper, you're not resting him, you're dropping him. It's different from playing two different centre-backs. You can rest a centre-half because you've got two other positions. You can play a different system. Goalkeepers, I don't know what you think, Jay, but when you change your goalkeeper, you can't just do it for one go. No, we did this against Ipswich because Sanchez, I believe, was on a booking.
I agree with everything you've said. I just think he needs to be taken out of the firing line. The mistakes he's making are not acceptable anymore. You can't keep making them mistakes as a goalkeeper.
No,
they're goalkeeping mistakes, not playing out from the back mistakes. They're mistakes you can't have as a keeper. So, but do you sign someone, Jace? Do you go and get a keeper?
No, we got 50 on the bench.
Yeah, I know. That's the problem.
I think that's, even though it's an area that is of major concern right now, and I feel for Sanchez, I think this is now becoming glaringly obvious that the decision. I think he needs, for his own good, to be taken out of that situation, and it wouldn't hurt for a month for him to be out the team. That's what I think.
Theo, just quickly, would you want Spurs to stay up or go down?
Honestly, I agree with Cundy completely. I'd like them to finish 17th, I'd say. You know, I wouldn't, you know, I'd like to play them the nights, like you say, under the bridge against Spurs. They're the best games of the season. It's the one you look forward to. And I genuinely wouldn't want that to go away in a way. You know, I wouldn't want you to win a trophy, that's for sure. But I definitely, I'd still want the game to happen. So, yeah, definitely.
All right, Theo.
The Sports Bar with Jamie O'Hara and Jason Cundy. Monday to Thursday nights from 10 on AM, on DAB, via the talkSPORT app and on your smart speaker. talkSPORT.